What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. How is everybody? I'm great. Thank you for asking. We're in for breakfast. We're going to take you through a little bit of the day, talk you through the anabolics that we will be using on this push. I'm pretty excited. Obviously got a new coach, John Jewett, so expecting things to be a little bit different, which is obviously something just to look out for. I'll probably point out those differences and just say this. By the way, this is 2 days after training with others. I am so sore. It's unbelievable. Definitely makes you think like there is always a little bit more. When you think you're the hardest worker, there's always someone doing a little bit more. So definitely going to take a lot of lessons into my own training. So meal one, egg whites, sourdough bread, the usual. Let's go. Simple meal, 3 slices of sourdough, 400 grams of egg whites. This is a pre-workout meal, so a little bit of salt, quite a lot of salt. A little bit of Chick-fil-A sauce. This is just stuff that goes on everything. I found this in, I don't even know if they have Chick-fil-A in Canada, but we found this in like an American shop. Super simple. I also have 1.5 IUs of GH and also 5 IUs of insulin, Lantus, with this meal. So first meal, this is my pre-workout meal. So I'm just gonna sit down, I'm gonna watch some YouTube. Or maybe I'll play City Skylines. I'm playing City Skylines. Locus has got me into it big time, yeah. So let's settle in for a game. I've not taken proper pre-workout in maybe 8 weeks, maybe prep. I just stopped taking it and I had like a couple of weeks off. And I've just been having like Monsters or just an energy drink just because I like the flavor. And I always feel like pre-workouts really do give you the edge, like they really do. Like caffeine is proven to improve workout. Things like citrulline, glycosides are proven to improve blood flow. All of these things which you want to maximize when you're training. First time back, obviously on blast, using pre-workout again. This is the pre-HD from HD. The black one. The panel on this is pretty good. I do the full 2 scoops. There's pretty clinical dosages here, like 3.2 grams of beta-alanine, 3,000 milligrams of glycosides, arginine, caffeine, 250 milligrams of caffeine. It's pretty damn good. Flavor on this, I'm not a big grape fan, but it's bearable. All day, pure muscles, the new home. Let's go. For pull day, we're starting with the same thing as always. An upper back pull down or a lat pull down. Very, very simple movement. Also sporting the new samples. These like thin leather straps. We're trying to make them unbreakable. We'll have to try and load them up on some weights a little bit later on. First impression is that this shiny bit, if you've got sweaty hands like I do, might be a little bit of an issue. So already things that I'm looking to improve. When we do make things, sometimes they take like 6-8 months to even make. So appreciate the time that goes into them. It's a set one. Whew, one set I got a pump. That's just 3 injections of higher anabolics, of which we'll talk about after. But damn, pretty good. So guys, big improvement marker for me is just my rear shots, hamstrings, glutes, erectors, lower back. So this is like a posterior day as such. So set some on hamstring. I feel like an absolute child. My lower back's like glass. So working set, we're still loading the barbell rail. I'm still trying to build some erector thickness. Now, a lot of people criticize the barbell rail. I was one of them, I am one of them. Like if you want just direct bang for your back, bang for your butt on your back, Could probably do something chest supported, something against an ankle point, probably do very, very well. For me, this is like a big, big case for just holding that mid-range hip flexion, holding the glutes in tight, the hamstrings in tight, but also the erectors in tight. You know, I've got to build that lower back somehow. Always get injured doing deadlifts, so just making sure that we like maybe progress there, starting with the barbell row. So finally got up to 120 kilos, hopefully good form for like 10 reps, let's see. Oh, it's getting time, I might have to put this belt. I haven't changed it since I prepped. That's not bad, 9 weeks later, at about 10 kilos. I'm gonna pop a hernia out with this though. Belt's too tight, it's gonna pop me. Oh! Oh shit. Oh, that's so hard for me to progress. I don't know what it is. Something about that movement and hamstring curls. I just don't progress that well, so here's what it is. Take it as we come. We're on the gym Laco. I'm still not 100% sold on this, but we'll see how it goes for today. Standing up here, so the line that my elbow pulls in is perfect how it should be. Slightly to the side to line up the joint again. Oh. That guy's a real nice bicep exercise I've been doing recently. You should just find something to hang off a little bit. Hang slightly to the side, allow this just to line up nicely. Again, everything's about lining up the joint. So just curl up. Good thing about a dumbbell is it matches the strength profile and the resistance profile of the bicep curl. Exactly what we want. So it's heavy in that middle range, drops off in the lengthen range, and then drops off again in that short range. This is exactly what a bicep wants. Probably the most pro exercise I've ever seen me do. Hammer curls on the cable. So guys, session done. A little bit of posing as well. There's some really cool spots here. So it's good, man. Looks good. Just ready to get thick, ready to get strong. Really feel the fullness difference this week after like 4 or 5 injections. Very excited to push on. We're gonna finish that session there, short and sharp. Let's get back home for that drug talk, man. That's a bodybuilder meal right there. Right then, guys, fed, showered, post-workout. Noticed that like taking a ramp up in training now, just even cognitively, like with the added androgens in, starting to make a big difference to like just recovery. I'm like, oh, I'm a bit hammered before the anabolics had kicked in properly. So the anabolic talk, guys, people love this, but I've been doing very similar cycles for a very long time. This cycle is actually going to end up being a little bit higher than any other previous cycle. In order to accrue more muscle than ever, potentially you have to do a little bit more than you did last time. So for me, I'm going to start right out around 200 testosterone and about 300 masteron. Basically going to be 60 milligrams of testosterone, 100 milligrams of masteron every other day. That's going to be baseline insulin in, just at 5 IUs initially, baseline growth hormone in at 3.5 IUs, and then all of this is going to taper up, and then we're going to add in MPP as well. It's probably going to taper up over the next 8 weeks to a peak dose after the 8th week, and then we're going to run that for 12 weeks. So it's a very fast taper up, hit that 8-week mark and then run it for 12 weeks just to kind of gauge, you know, pretty much just to get to our peak cycle pretty quickly so you can spend a lot of time at that higher level of androgens across the board. Where it'll end, it'll be something like 420 test, 450 test, something like 1300 milligrams of Mastron, quite a hefty amount there, and then maybe about 250 milligrams of MPP, depending on depending how you react to those things, depending how your brain neurologically reacts to those things as well. You got to consider that with MPP, it's one of those ones that can actually affect the brain, anxiety, low level things like that. So very, very key to take note of those things. Growth hormone probably had about 6 I use. That's the most I've ever taken. So taking that to 6 would be interesting. And then Lantus probably up to 20. And then we will use Humalog as well, which is fast acting insulin. And so it was a pretty big growth phase upon us, guys. I'm 115 kilos, 116 kilos this morning, just starting. So, you know, there's probably 10 kilos of weight gain to be had. I'll take you through the whole journey. I'll let you know when I make these changes to my anabolics and what they are. And of course, how I'm doing things as safely as possible, but within the parameters of my goals and the parameters of my longevity in the sport and the parameters of what I want to achieve alongside with the risks I'm willing to take. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Number 3 in Canada now, maybe. We're going to keep them coming. Hope you guys enjoy. Peace.